Hello there, this is Professor Eckhouse, and I'm going to talk to you today about some special percent problems, which are sales tax, commission, and discount, and also markup problems, which are very similar to one another. All right, so once again, we're going to use the same steps for word problems, which are called application problems or story problems. Same steps. Take a look, pause the video. All right, solving sales tax applications. So sales tax is a percent of the purchase price, right? Percent of the purchase price. So what is the sales tax in Vermont? We are in Vermont here, so let's talk about Vermont. So what is the sales tax? The sales tax here is 6% for most things. Some things it's higher. Is anything not subject to sales tax in Vermont? Just for your information. So there are some things that are not subject. Food from a grocery store. Not all food, but most food from the grocery store. Not soda, for instance. Clothing in Vermont is not taxed. And prescriptions. So prescriptions and over-the-counter medications. Okay, so some things like that are not taxed. All right, so sales tax equals the tax rate times the purchase price. So the tax is money, right? That's money. The tax rate is a percent converted to a decimal. Purchase price, of course, is money. Now the total cost is going to be the purchase price plus the sales tax. That's how much something costs. So let's look at a problem. A bicycle in Montpelier, Vermont, costs $650, and the tax rate is 6%. Find how much the tax is and the total cost of the bicycle. All right, so I've got the formula there. So first we need to find what the tax is, and then we'll add that to the cost of the bike, and we'll get the total cost. Okay, so sales tax is a dollar amount, right? So that's what we're looking for, not the tax rate. So that is going to be the tax rate, 0.06, because remember 6% is 0.06, times the purchase price, which is $650, and you don't need to put the dollar sign in there if you don't want to while you're working the problem. It's just more stuff to look at. So the tax, I'm going to just abbreviate it, call it tax, is $39. That's the tax you're going to pay on this bike. And then the total cost of the bike is going to be the original price of the bike, the actual sale price, plus the sales tax, $39. And that's going to be $689 is how much you would pay when you went to pick up your bike. All right, next one. Evelyn bought a new smartphone for $499 plus tax. She was surprised when she got the receipt and saw the tax was $42.42. What was the sales tax rate for this purchase? So let's find if this person was in Vermont or not. So we're going to say the sales tax, so this is the actual tax, that's the orange part over here. So that's $42.42 equals the rate. Well, that's what we're looking for. What was the sales tax rate? So that's going to be our X, right? So we're going to make that X times the purchase price, which is $499. Okay. So now we're just going to take and divide by $499 on both sides to get the X by itself. And remember, X is multiplied by $499, so we want to do the inverse operation, which is division, to divide out the $499. All right, so $42.42 divided by $499 is 0.085. So that equals the X that's on the right side. Okay, so we just took this, divided it, and got that. All right, so now what is the percent? So we need to multiply times 100, so that equals 8.5%. So they must be in Nevada or someplace with a much higher tax rate, maybe California. All right, so solving commission applications. A commission is a percent of total sales. So what kind of jobs pay commissions? Just think about that. And there's lots of jobs that pay commissions. So maybe a car salesman, I'm having a hard time writing, salesperson, I'll just say car sales, how's that? Car sales, What about furniture? Sometimes furniture. Sometimes places like electronic stores, places like that. People get a commission when they sell things. Real estate has a commission, and that's a big one. So real estate agents make a lot of money when they sell a house. So Carmen is a realtor. She receives 3% commission when she sells a house. How much commission will she receive for selling a house for $320,000? So the commission is the rate times the total sales, like I've put right up here. So that should look very familiar, similar to the percent equation, similar to the sales tax equation. They're all pretty much the same thing. It's the thing you're looking for, the commission, the sales tax, is the rate of that thing times the total, the base amount, right? So the total sales is the base amount. Okay, so the commission in this case is what we're looking for. So the commission is going to be X. The rate of commission is 3%, so 0.03. And the total sales is 320,000. So 0.03 times 320,000. All we have to do is put that in the calculator, and we get $9,600. Okay, another way to think about this is to take this question here and say, what is 3% of $320,000? Because that's what we're looking for. What is 3% of $320,000? So X equals 0.03 of is times 320. So you get the same thing. So you can put it as a sentence, and you can do that with tax too, or you can use this equation. I honestly think it's easier to think of it this way because it's the exact same thing over and over, right? Same thing over and over. All right. Dwayne earned a $97.50 commission when he sold $1,950 set of furniture. What rate of commission does he earn? So you could say $97.50 is what percent of $19.50. You could do that if you wanted to, or you could use the commission. So his commission was $97.50. And that, what we don't know is the rate of commission. That's what we don't know. So I'm going to make that X, right? Times the total sales. He sold $19.50 worth of furniture. So I'm going to divide both sides. I'm going to divide both sides by $19.50. And my 1950s cancel out on the right. And I get 97.50 over 1950 is 0.05, and that equals X. So that is 5%. So his rate of commission must be 5%. Okay, and you could do the same thing with the sentence over on the right. 97.50 is what percent of 1950? 1,950. And solve it the exact same way that we just did. Okay, the next are discount problems, and these are things like sales prices. So an amount of discount is a percent off the original price, and that's where most people get stuck on these problems. So when I say it's 40% off, then that means we take away 40%, and that's what's left is how much it's going to cost. So where do we see discounts? Well, all over the place. In retail sales, basically, any sort of retail sales. A typical price, 20% off, 30% off sale. You could see 50% off, right? But it's going to be off. So what is the difference between a discount and a discount rate? So a discount is in dollars. It's money. And a discount rate is a percent, which is a decimal. We turn to a decimal to do math with it. Okay, so be careful. The words are very similar. So we have the discount equals the discount rate times the original price. And then the sale price, the price that it actually sells for, is the original minus the discount price. All right, so Manuel bought a coat that was on sale for 20% off. The original price of the coat was $79. What was the sale price of the coat? Now we have two different equations here. Which formula do we need? Read the question carefully. Take just a moment to read it. Okay, so Manuel bought a coat that was on sale. It doesn't say 20% off. It says $20 off. So be careful that we're just going to use this equation right here. So the sale price is going to be the original price, which is $79, minus the discount, which is $20 off, right? Minus $20. So the sale price is going to be $59. Okay, so be careful. Sometimes there's no percents at all. So that's a very simple problem with no percents. All right, Talisa bought a dress that was discounted 40% off the original price of $120. What was the amount of the discount and the sale price? Okay, so we have to do both. All right, so the discount equals the discount rate. So this is the discount rate, right? Discount rate, and it equals 0.40, 40%. Okay, so the discount rate is 0.40, or just 0.4 is fine, times the original price. So this is the original price. So be careful you've got all this clear. The original price is $120. So the discount is, if we were just making a sentence, what is 40% of 120? That's going to be our discount. All right, so that is going to be 0.4 times 120 is $48. Well, what is $48? Is that how much it's going to cost? No, because it says 40% off. So $48 off, that is the discount. All right, so now what is the sale price? So the sale price is going to equal the original price, $120, minus the discount, which is $48. Right? So, and I'm going to fix this so my colors work. Right? So I've got $48. The discount is $48, and that is how much you take off the price. All right? So the sale price is going to be $120 minus 48, which is $72. So that is the sale price. Make sure you've got that all straight. Okay? So the discount is 48 and the sale price is 72. All right, number 7. Why don't you try this one? It's very similar to the last one. See what you can do with it. Okay, so Maria bought some new shoes at a sale price. So this is a little bit different, but we've got the sale price of $39. Okay, so $39. So the sale price is $39. And the original price was $65. Find the amount of the discount and the discount rate. Okay, so first we need to find the discount because in order to do this equation, we need to know the discount before we can find the rate. Okay, so we need to kind of work backwards through these. So what is the discount? Well, the discount is going to be the difference between the original minus the sale price. So that's going to be 65 minus 39. All right, 65 minus 39 is $26. So this is $26 off. All right, so that's the discount. So what is the discount rate? Well, we're going to have to use this equation now, because now we know what the discount was. It was $26 off. So we get $26 equals the discount rate, which we don't know. We don't know what it is, times the original price, which was $65. Now we're going to divide both sides by 65. And we get that x equals 0.4. So what was the discount rate? The discount rate was 40% off. So it was $26 off, which is 40%. So remember, to find a percent of something, you need the original. You need to use the original price. All right, so markups are very similar to discounts. A markup is the amount added to a wholesale price. Where do we see markups? Well, again, in retail stores, right? Retail stores. So what is a wholesale price? Well, that is the price that they buy from the factory or some middleman, maybe, depending on what it is. And a list price is what you pay or what we pay, right? It's after the store has marked it up and made a profit. So what is the difference between markup and markup rate? Same as before. Markup is money and markup rate is percent, which we turn into a decimal. So again, the amount of the markup is the markup rate times the wholesale price. It looks very similar, I hope. And the list price is the wholesale plus the markup. I do not think you should have every one of these equations written down because they're all so similar, just applied to different problems. But if you want them, you can. There's no reason to memorize them all, though. All right, Elena's art gallery bought a painting at a wholesale price of $400. Elena marked the price up 35%. Find the amount of the markup and the list price. All right, so the markup amount is going to be the rate, which is 35%, so 0.35, times the wholesale price, the price that she paid. So this is wholesale, because she owns the store and she bought it at a wholesale price, right? So times 400. So the markup is going to be 0.35 or 35% of 400, right? So you could say that too. What is 35% of 400? That's all you're doing right here. And you get $140. So the markup is $140. So now what is the list price? So the list price is going to be the original price, which was $400, plus the markup, which is $140. And we get a total of $540, and that's the price that will be on it in the store. All right, one more. This is very similar to the last. Why don't you give it a try? All right, so David's music store bought a handmade guitar from a local artist for $1,200. He then marked it up 30%. Find the amount of the markup and the list price. All right, so what is 30% of 1,200? Okay, so X equals 30%, 0.30 of 1,200. Okay, 30% of 1,200. So 30% of 1,200 is $360. So that is the markup. The markup. All right, and then the list price. So the list price then is going to be the wholesale price, what they bought it directly from the artist for, plus the markup, and we get $1,560. Okay, so here's our markup, and $1,560 is our list price. Okay, thank you for watching.